Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. Today we're going over the new exotic holster, the Centurion Scabbard, that will be introduced to the game with TU22 and Seasons 2.0. We're testing it out right now on phase 2 of the PTS and it is a freaking banger. I already know everybody is gonna look out for this holster and it looks pretty nice, as you can see, a little bit red leatherish. It isn't the Dodge City Gunslinger holster, don't mind me, but it still looks good. But of course, the most important thing is, what does this holster do for us? Like every single exotic, this has an inscription on it as well. It's better to have more than one gun in your holster. The attributes on this are weapon damage, weapon handling, and critical hit chance. As you can see, I tried to optimize it. As the last exotic holster that was added to the game, we could reroll. It would still stay the same colors as blue and red, but these were double red, so I tried to get that crit chance and crit damage, but I rerolled it 10 times and I only got weapon handling and critical hit chance. So unfortunately, we cannot reroll this. Maybe for the future, would love to see critical hit damage on this. And then of course we have the talent counter. Swapping weapons will give the following groups of bonuses one by one in order: 20% rate of fire and 20% weapon damage for the first swap. And this is wild. This turns every gun into a murder machine. I freaking love this holster. For the second swap, you will gain 50% magazine size and 50% reload speed. But if you hit that second switch, it will also auto reload your weapon. And that's not in the description at all, but it auto reloads your weapon right now if you switch over to that 50% extra magazine size and 50% extra reload speed. It might be a bug, we're still on the PTS, but this is a great addition. Although we are aiming for that 20% rate of fire and 20% weapon damage, of course. The bonuses remain active for 12 seconds or until the next weapon swap. Swapping to your sidearm will not trigger the next group of bonuses, and like I said, this is incredible. You can just give every gun that you're shooting with 20% rate of fire and 20% extra weapon damage, increasing your DPS by so much for 12 seconds. The only thing we have to do is double swap from our primary to our secondary back to our primary. It sounds a lot, but you can do this hella fast. And gaining that 20% rate of fire and 20% weapon damage, there's nothing as easy in the game to activate this. And again, this is not like versatile. It's not only 5 seconds, this is 12 seconds. It doesn't penalize you for having the same weapons in your loadout. It doesn't penalize you for swapping too early. It is so incredibly good. I love this holster. It sounds like you really need to work for it, but like you can see in the background, you see me swapping over quite a lot, but that just gives me so much more extra DPS. What I try to do is whenever I reloaded, I double swapped as well, so I had a full magazine, gained that extra 20% rate of fire, gained that extra 20% weapon damage, and you can just keep that up. You can shoot multiple magazines, but make sure that you double swap or swap over within those 12 seconds to keep this talent alive. It is so incredible, and this gives our Ouroboros, for example, so much rate of fire back. This is insane what it does with Striker, and then with the Centurion Scabbard on there, we can get very close how the old school RPM numbers were. Yes, there are adjusting a few values within this update, but this Centurion Scabbard holster makes up for so much. I think this is going to be on every single build. And that's pretty much it. I hope that the devs don't touch it too much after phase 2 of the PTS. I think it's perfect this way, but I like to have more rate of fire and more weapon damage. Maybe if people calculate the damages that this gives us, it might be too strong. Who knows? But for now, it's 20% rate of fire, 20% weapon damage, and it's just great. And thank you for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. If you're new here and or you want to be updated by the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.